What is up, Flavor family? Welcome to the third episode of the In-Season Grind Show. We have a lot of stuff to talk about, including the Eagles' Week 5 loss to the Broncos and so much more. So without further ado, let's just fly on into it. So my initial thoughts of our Week 5 loss to the Broncos. First and foremost, I'm glad we beat Tampa, or however the case. I'm sorry I skipped that video, or however the case, and basically lumping it up into like a little 10-second description here. But I'm glad we got that monkey off our back and things of that nature. And finally beat Tampa, or however the case. They have had our number. We have struggled against them, but I'm glad we finally beat them. But that being said, the loss to the Broncos kind of overpowers that, so... it's completely unacceptable by Kevin Patullo, AJ Brown, the offensive line, and the defense, or however the case. Kevin Patullo proved yet again that he ain't ready to call plays and he's not qualified to call plays and things of that nature. Simply put, blowing that 14-point lead, you know what I'm saying, 17-3, is unexcusable. Now, to be completely fair, it's not completely on Patullo. It's not. To be completely fair, to be completely accurate, you know what I'm saying? I would have to say probably about 70% goes to Patullo, or however the case, 15% on the offensive line, and maybe 10% for AJ, or however the case, stopping mid-route, or however the case, causing that miss on that long throw by Jalen, or however the case. But other than that, offense definitely has to improve and things of that nature. But speaking of AJ and Jalen, or however, they did have a pretty lengthy conversation with Saquon Barkley. I don't know who started the conversation, whose idea it was, or however, but according to Jeff McClain, they did have a pretty significant, lengthy conversation. Him, Saquon, and Jalen Hurts, or however the case. But after this, I really don't want to hear anything from AJ Brown, or however the case. His selfishness and Kevin Patullo's stupidity, for the most part, cost us the game. Jalen Hurts himself, he balled out 280 yards, 2 passing touchdowns, 100.8 QBR, but he got held back by an absolutely worthless, brain-dead, terrorist offensive coordinator, Kevin Patullo. And I gotta say, probably 5% on the defense. Before anybody says, oh, they got gassed, or oh, they can't do this, or oh, blah, blah. Respectfully, what kind of bullshit-ass weak excuse is that? They're NFL players, cutting-edge technology, multi-million-dollar athletes. Again, cutting-edge technology, great training staff in front office and things of that nature. So what? We're only good to great for half a game. That's it. If the offense, needs them to step up for a little bit longer, or what? We can't count on them. It's a bull crap. Not every single game, or however the case, is going to be the offense is going to be scoring 1,000,000 points and all that, or however the case. Sometimes the defense is going to have to carry us, so to the people that are, oh, it's not the defense's fault. Well, took the 14-point lead. And guess what? The defense is the one that allows points, regardless if it's good, bad, or indifferent. Run defense so far throughout the year has been mid at best. Our front seven can't get home. And then aside from Cooper DeJean and Quinyon and sometimes Reed, our DBs are liabilities. You know what I'm saying? Cooper DeJean, Quinyon, and Reed, and our linebackers and Fangio are literally the only reason why we look as decent as we do. We have the best linebackers in the league. In my opinion, that's literally what it is. Our linebackers, Fangio, Coop, and Q. And Fangio, if I didn't already say him. But yeah. And they make the rest look better than what they are, however the case may be. Now, some deeper thoughts on the defense. Run defense, like I said, needs some serious upgrades, practice, something. You know what I'm saying? Because giving up 133 per game for 25th in the league is dog water. I'm sorry, that's dog water. 25th in the league, pass defense, or however the case, that's trash. Allowing 207.3 passing yards a game, which is 15th in the league. I blame cornerback too, and the fact that the D-line can't get home to save their life. And again, this is through 5 weeks or however, but all that said, I know that's a lot of negativity, or what would appear to be negativity or however, but I just view it as criticism. It's true. It's on NFL.com. But essentially, I still feel that 5 weeks, for 5 weeks, we're still better than what we were last year, at least at this particular point. We're 2-2. That's how we started off season 4-1. A couple defensive touchdowns or however the case. Two things can be true. You can be pissed off in the moment, but still appreciate the good. That's what I'm trying to do. At the same time, Jordan Davis has been balling out. Quinion and Cooper Dean, they have been balling out, being completely fair. You know what I'm saying? Jordan Davis, he has continued his trend upwards and things of that nature. So, being fair, you know what I'm saying? There is still good to look at or however the case may be. But, like I said, I'm just truly trying to be optimistic. And things of that nature. But, we got a Timu O-line, we got a Timu D-line, and except for Q and Coop, a Timu secondary, a worthless offensive coordinator. But as always, and anytime anything goes wrong, it's always Jalen Hurts' fault. When he does his job good, just like today, 280 yards, 2 passing touchdowns, no interceptions, 100-plus quarterback rating, and they still lose, it's always his fault. It's bullcrap, but, that's poverty franchise fan narratives for you. Play calling wise, defensively, or however the case, Fangio's doing the best he can, or however the case with what he has to work with. Frankly, I'm surprised we look as good as we do, especially with a Dorian Ringo getting exposed pretty much every single play, or however the case, and the D-line pretty much not being able to really do much. Jalen Carter did look a bit better from a stamina standpoint. But as a whole, I like the potential our defense has. It has a lot of weak points, don't get me wrong. Strength and conditioning, pass rush, stopping the run, cornerback 2 and safety. But if we can just keep building off of what we've been doing and things of that nature, we can definitely become something special this year defensively. Deep thoughts on the offense. Like I said in the last video, offense coordinator's trash. Kevin Patullo's got to go. I'm sorry. It's not a cakewalk. I'm not going to say it's the easiest thing in the world. It's just like breathing. It's just like tying your shoes. No. It's a bit harder than that. But at the very same time, that's the head side of the coin. Let's go to the tail side of the coin. On the other side, at least an average O-line. At least 2 top 10 wide receivers. And for the 3 games a year you have them, top 10, top 5, top 15 tight end. For the 4 or 5 games you have them. Saquon Barkley? Come on. It's just wasting talent. You know what I'm saying? And when NFL legends are saying nobody's open, I'm sorry. With this offense, if nobody's open on this offense, that's a coaching issue. I don't care. Tom Brady said it. Peyton Manning's even said it. Multiple people have said it, that there's nobody been open. That's a coaching malpractice. Plain and simple. Just that simple. Just like 1 + 1 = 2. Just that simple. It's a coaching malpractice. And just like I said last episode, I do not know why the Eagles do this. They have some form of success with an actual coordinator. Shane Steichen, or however the case, reached the 2022 Super Bowl, or however the case, Super Bowl 57. And then with Kellen Moore, won the Super Bowl in 2024 for Super Bowl 59. After both of those runs have something in common. Howie wanted to show off and be like, oh dang, I'm so good at making rosters. I'm going to make a roster so good it doesn't matter who's coaching. But it's literally impossible to have a team that good. I don't get it. You know what I'm saying? Like I do not get why the Eagles just put worthless piece of crap bums that have no job skills or any sort of coaching ability or however the case may be in such a good position. I don't get it. Hire Rock on the ground. Heck, should have just made freaking Kellen Moore head coach. At least we'd have a freaking better offense. Oh, Nick Sirianni, look what he's done. Yeah, but guess what? If every other year you need an offensive coordinator because the head coach is a bum, play calling wise, guess what? That's a head coach problem. Sorry to tell you. You need more than just a camp counselor. You need more than just a cheerleader. Sorry to tell you. You need a play caller. And it ain't my fault Howie can't keep a freaking offensive play caller. It ain't got nothing to do with me. I'm just a fan who wants to see his team have a dynasty. 1 Super Bowl every 10 years is not enough. Sorry to tell you. We need a 3 or 4 time Super Bowl MVP at our quarterback. That's what we need. Jalen Hurts needs 2 or 3 more Super Bowl MVPs, or however the case, at least 2 more, at least, so he can be a 3-time Super Bowl champion, 3-time Super Bowl MVP. Hall of Fame career. But anyways, it just irritates me why the Eagles do that. Like, yeah, we're going to give Eagles fans a taste of what it should be, and then go straight back to poverty offense. I don't get it. Just make somebody that actually knows what they're doing. Head coach, yeah, Kellen Moore, he knew what he was doing. Most points scored in an NFC Championship game. Most points scored in a playoff run. He helped Jalen Hurts have the highest complete percentage in the Super Bowl in NFL history. did his part to help Jalen Hurts break his own record of 70 rushing yards by 2 yards with 72 in Super Bowl 59. I'm sorry. Come on now. I'd rather have somebody that actually knows what they're doing at head coach that can actually freaking play call than somebody who's, oh, guys, let me hold your hand. Yeah, well, guess what? Can't nobody get open. How's all that counseling happening now? Saquon's doing it better than him. And again, I'm not saying fire Sirianni, but I'm just saying demote him to offensive coordinator, just have him do nothing just like he is now. She should have just gave Kellen Moore the job title just to quiet his ego or however the case, and there you go. And then the initial start wouldn't have been so rough for Harvard because we would have had him all year last year. It's fair to say. We had him all year last year. Would have been a second year with the same offensive coordinator. Jalen hasn't had that. Pretty much been a different offensive coordinator every single year, pretty much. Now again, just like I've said before, is Jalen Hurts perfect? No. In my opinion, his only flaws are however the case, he holds the ball too long. You know what I'm saying? And sometimes he misses plays. But then again, every quarterback misses plays. You can even ask Tom Brady. If you go back through 23, 24 years of footage, there's at least a couple like, oh, dang, I could have made that one. Particularly in the 3 Super Bowls he lost. 1 versus us and then 2 versus Eli Manning. If you ask him about those 3 Super Bowls, over 100 minutes of NFL action or half case, because I do know, on offense he wasn't out there for 60 minutes a game, but throughout the Super Bowls, I'm pretty sure it was at least 100 minutes of offense that he was out there for. So that being said, off of a reasonable assumption, if you ask him, hey, is there anything you think you could have done better, however the case, I'm pretty sure he'd say yes. So in hindsight, yeah, every quarterback makes mistakes or however the case, but he himself, not every quarterback does. Not every single quarterback holds the ball too long. And to his, detriment or however the case, sometimes he holds it too long. Fair is fair. That he does do that wrong sometimes. That's fair. But other than holding the ball too long, he makes smart decisions. He gets big plays with his legs or however the case. He can make the big play with his arm. He's proven that multiple occasions. I don't know. And by being historically great in Super Bowls or however the case, he's earned some grace. He's earned grace by being historically great in big games when we need him the most. Again, most rushing yards in a Super Bowl. Highest completion percentage by a quarterback. Most touchdowns for quarterbacks 2 starts in a Super Bowl. That's 3 easy ones that are super, super important. Highest completion percentage throughout multiple games. That's 60 throws. Most rushing yards by a quarterback in a Super Bowl. Most touchdowns in a quarterback's first 2 starts in a Super Bowl. I'm sorry, those are big deals. I'm sorry to tell you. You know what I'm saying? So that's earned some sort of grace. Super Bowl MVP. 2 NFC Championship victories. 2 Super Bowl appearances. 1 Super Bowl victory. Super Bowl MVP. I'm sorry, that earns grace. It does. That earns understanding. Like, hey, you broke all these records. You did this for us. You got us a Lombardi. Heck yeah, here's some understanding. Here's some patience. He's earned that. He's earned it. But Kevin Patullo, he hasn't earned nothing. He hasn't even earned the freaking offensive coordinator job. He's been Nick Sirianni's lapdog the past 3 or 4 years. Hasn't learned a gosh darn thing. Except for how to waste talent and how to call garbage-ass, worthless-ass plays. That's all Kevin Patullo's had to do, is waste talent and call trash plays. Helen Keller could call better plays than him. Half the viewers watching this can call better plays. It's just a fact. Like I said, he hasn't learned nothing except for how to waste talent and call garbage plays. He got the keys to a Ferrari, but driving it like a Prius. That's literally what happened. Hey, here's somebody that's never drove before. Hey, here's a Ferrari. It's literally what happened. And like I said, when you got that much to work with, there ain't no excuse. I'm sorry to tell you. Especially that he's been the pass game coordinator the past few years. He knows what Jalen likes, knows what he doesn't like, knows AJ, knows Smitty. I don't care about none of that. Oh, he's new. First time calling plays. I don't care. It's the NFL. Call good plays and win or have a case or bye. That freaking simple. Heck, even Nick Sirianni learned. That's why he's not freaking calling plays. I'm just saying, and it sucks that we lost. It does suck that we lost, but at the very same time, I'm glad that there's no, oh, but we won, who cares, candy ass spiel. Guess what? Winning's number one, and guess what? We lost. Why? Because the talent's being wasted by Patullo, and because the offensive line gets hurt tying their shoes, or is flat out not good at pass blocking or run blocking. Can't block a nosebleed. Availability is an ability. This year, the offensive line has been dog crap worthless, mid at best. Trying to be nice, they've been mid at best. Garbage. They get hurt walking down the stairs. They get hurt doing an interview. They get hurt tying their shoes. I mean, man. I mean, just take the freaking year off at that point. But man, we have got to do better on offense, or have a case completely better on offense, like from a field position standpoint, or have the case to a blocking from the O-line perspective, to a game planning perspective, to play calling, everything we got to do better on offense. I don't think we're doing one thing good. Our offensive line ain't blocking good. I mean, except for really Jalen Hurts throwing good. That's really been the only highlight, really. I mean, just to be honest, it's really been the only real highlight or have case how well Jalen Hurts has thrown it. But yeah, I mean, wide receivers are asking for more touches and ain't doing shit with them, and stopping on routes, being lazy and being a loser. Still love him. Still love AJ. It's still AJ. You know, I still love AJ. Don't get it twisted. You can be mad at somebody and still love them. You can be frustrated and call them out for things that they do wrong that irritate you, but still love them. I still love AJ. I'm not switching up on him. You know what I'm saying? But at the same time, that was heavy loser shit. Quitting mid-router, however the case. Playing DB against Smitty. Like, dude, that's your own freaking teammate. Why you gotta tackle Smitty for? Well, I'm not getting it. Nobody's getting it. Loser. I don't care. Until I see differences on the field, I don't care. I still love him. Don't get me wrong. I still love him. But it's very irritating. And just like I said, I'm sorry, not sorry, but 2 Super Bowls ain't enough. Like I said, I'm trying to have Jalen Hurts be a 3 or 4 time Super Bowl MVP. You know what I'm saying? And one every 7 to 10 years because Howie wants to hire bums. You know what I'm saying? To ruin an offense. It's like, hey guys, here's the key to Ferrari. Go ahead and ruin it for me. That's literally what Howie does once every couple years. He builds something great. You know what I'm saying? And then ruins it with a worthless ass coach. Brian Johnson, meet Kevin Patullo. Same thing. Both right after Super Bowl appearances. I'm just saying. But yeah, the only positives I can think of is at least in this in particular game, this game, not the season. In terms of the season, the only thing I can think of is how well Jalen's on the ball. But this game individually, I gotta say, AJ Dillon looked pretty good, and Jalen Hurts looked pretty good throwing the ball, or however the case. Keely made a couple plays here and there. Yeah, other than that, oh wait, no, that's defense. My bad. Yeah, offensively, yeah, that's what I could think about. Really just Jalen Hurts and A.J. Dillon. But as a whole, the coaching staff, mainly Patullo and Stoutland, needs to get it heck together and stop freaking wasting talent. I mean, come on. Does A.J. Brown not mean anything? We face one of the best defenses. Oh, so A.J. Brown's worthless. A.J. Brown's a piece of crap bum, apparently. That doesn't count for nothing. The best are supposed to do something against the best. Guess what? Even Kevin Garnett did decent against LeBron. I'm just saying. LeBron played the 3 and 4. So, I mean, he went up against him at points. I mean, heck, even James Harden did something against Curry. Won a couple games, something. Best versus the best, but supposed to do nothing, not a complete shutout. Not a complete sweep or however the case. I'm just saying, is their O-line just... yeah, the O-line has been kind of trash, I'm not going to lie. But yeah, does Smitty not mean anything? Does Saquon not mean anything? Does Dallas Goedert not mean anything the couple of the games he's there? Come on. Some fans are just willing to excuse any sort of loss, any sort of bad thing happening. Oh, it's not their fault. Oh, blah, 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 blah. Oh, we're still going to go undefeated. Oh, we're still the greatest thing of all time. No. I'm going to be realistic. I'm going to be humble. I'm going to be direct. I'm going to be honest as I possibly can. Because I don't want to in any way steer somebody the wrong way or however something I said causes somebody to make a bad bet or however. Be honest. I love my Philadelphia Eagles. But right now, there's a lot of glaring issues. The offensive line can't block. Wide receivers have job issues or however the case. Defense is getting gassed because the offensive coordinator is addicted to wasting talent. I'm just saying. Those are glaring issues. But yeah, all I can say is I hope the AJ, Hurts, and Barkley talked. I hope that worked wonders, and hopefully it actually improves. But yeah, just to kind of wrap everything up, or however the case, it does suck we lost, but we are tied for the best win-to-loss record in the league at 4-1. Kevin Patullo's got to go. We need some actual offensive linemen, not fake glass Timu offensive linemen. I did see the injury report that Saquon Barkley is dealing with a sore knee. So he is on the injury report for a knee or however, but he said it's just soreness or however, he's excited, all that good stuff. Nakobe Dean practiced fully. So, that is kind of exciting news from that front. All that said, 4-1. I never expect a 17-0 season. Again, I try to be humble. I try to be honest and a fair, like, sports analysis or however the case. But I do never expect a 17-0 season. But it did hurt to lose the way we did. It did hurt to see the offense being held back by absolutely worthless play calling. But nonetheless, we're 4-1. The season's by no means over by any way, shape, or form. So just on to the Week 6 versus the Giants at MetLife. I do hate that we have to play in that crappy-ass stadium, especially with our O-line being so banged up and or not playing well, and Barkley dealing with knee soreness. So hopefully Hurts and Barkley and AJ, they can get their stuff together, however the case, and get it figured out, even if they have to audible damn near every play. So I just hope that talk that they had actually improves things. Let me know what you guys think about everything so far after Week 5. What do you guys think about the Broncos loss? Or what have you seen that you like or dislike? Let me know in the comment section below, and we'll try to get to it as soon as possible. But that said, sorry that I'm doing Weeks 4 and 5 in one video, or however I was kind of moving stuff around, or however I've been fighting with YouTube to stop taking our views. But I'm fighting through it, doing the best I can to keep you guys informed and updated and entertained and all that good stuff. I am trying to figure out, a way to get a team together so that Philly Flyover Network can take the next step. But that being said, that's all I have for you guys today. Thank you guys so much for choosing Philly Flyover Network, where you get authentic Eagles passion you can trust, and things of that nature. And like I said, I am trying to get a team together so we can get higher quality content out more often and more consistently, because I do realize that's been one of my main struggles, or however the case is consistency. But like I said, I am working on that tirelessly so we can take the next step. But if you guys can like, comment, and subscribe so maybe YouTube will stop taking our hard-earned views, I would gratefully appreciate that. But God bless you all. Thank you so much for watching and making Philly Flyover Network part of your day. God bless you. Peace out.